2009. Newquay, England. A public aquarium. Fish keep disappearing. Coral keeps getting destroyed. Staff check the tank every day. Nothing. No predator. No disease. No explanation. Just missing fish. For years. Then one day they dismantle the entire tank, and they find it. Under the sand. Waiting. It was over 1 meter long. My name is Detective Honey, and I will not be sleeping tonight. Let me paint you a picture. You're a fish, minding your business. You're in an aquarium, safe, fed, no predators. Or so you think. Somewhere beneath you, under the sand, something is waiting. It has been waiting for hours. It has been waiting for days. It is patient in a way that should not be possible for something without a brain. Then you swim close enough. In 0.02 seconds, faster than you can process, 5 bladed jaws explode out of the sand. They close around you with a force strong enough to slice you in half. You are gone before you knew anything was there. The bobbit worm does not chase. It does not hunt. It simply waits. And everything eventually swims close enough. Here's what we know. The bobbit worm can grow up to 3 meters long. 3 meters. Most of that body is buried under the ocean floor at any given time. Only the jaws are exposed. Just barely. Invisible unless you know exactly what you're looking for. Those jaws, 5 of them, blade-shaped, lined up like scissors, are made of a protein metal composite. Part organic protein, part zinc and copper minerals. The result is a material so hard, so lightweight, so precisely engineered that researchers at UC Santa Barbara are actively trying to replicate it. For surgical tools, for robotics, for body armor. A worm that lives under the sand, that nobody fully understood until recently. Might be the blueprint for the next generation of medical instruments. The bobbit worm does not have a patent. It doesn't know what a patent is. It's under the sand. Waiting. Now. The aquarium. In 2009, staff at the Blue Reef Aquarium in Newquay, England, noticed something wrong. Fish disappearing overnight. Coral being destroyed. No signs of disease. No visible predator. They checked the tank daily. They checked the water chemistry. They checked everything. Nothing. For years this continued. Eventually they made the decision to completely dismantle the display tank. Remove every rock, every piece of coral, every gram of sand. And there it was. Over 1 meter long, living in the substrate, eating their fish. For years. In a public aquarium. With staff walking past every single day. The worm had been there the entire time, watching, waiting, unbothered. Aliases, the bobbit worm, the ambush predator, the one that was already there. Size, typically 1 to 2 meters. Maximum recorded, 3 meters. Actual maximum, unknown. Nobody wants to find out. Habitat, tropical and subtropical ocean floors. Indo-Pacific, Atlantic, under the sand, always under the sand. Detection method, almost impossible. The worm buries itself completely. Only the tips of its jaws are visible, and only when it's actively hunting. Known associates, none. The bobbit worm does not associate. It does not socialize. It waits alone in the dark. Reaction time, 0.02 seconds. Faster than most animals can process a threat. Threat level? Extreme. To fish, to coral. To the assumption that the ocean floor is empty. To the concept of feeling safe in a tank. Also extreme. So what do we make of the bobbit worm? Up to 3 meters long, possibly longer. We genuinely don't know. Buries itself completely under the sand. Strikes in 0.02 seconds. Lived undetected in a public aquarium for years. Is currently being studied by scientists who want to replicate its jaw material for surgery and body armor. It doesn't hunt, it doesn't chase, it doesn't strategize, it just waits. With 5-bladed jaws, under the sand, forever. If necessary, there is a Bobbit Worm somewhere on the ocean floor right now. It has been waiting for hours. Something will swim close enough. Something always does. I've decided I'm never going to the beach again. Case closed. Detective Honey, signing off. The Bobbit Worm was not available for comment. It was under the sand. It is always under the sand. Next case, the Mantis Shri. We've done that. The Bobbit Worm. We just did that. The electric eel. It generates enough electricity to power a house. It uses that electricity to remote control other animals' bodies. It can recharge. Case number 007, opening soon.